Hello, Alex aqui. Então, antes de começar esse episódio, eu quero dar algumas atualizações sobre o inglês de Necru. Em 2020, nós vamos ter 12 challenges diferentes, ou seja, é um novo produto completamente diferente para vocês. A cada mês, a gente vai ter um challenge diferente um do outro, claro. Então, por exemplo, nós teremos challenges sobre como melhorar o seu vocabulário, como fazer good first impressions, como ter o inglês melhor e mais natural possível durante conversas com nativos de inglês. Eu tô muito animada e quero muito que você participe. Então, se você gosta de nós, se você gosta do nosso trabalho, se você gosta aqui do Inglês de Necru Rádio e quer ficar de uma vez por todas sério com o seu inglês, começando agora em 2020, vá lá no nosso site, inglesdenecru.com. Now, on with the show! Se você quer aprender a cantar as músicas de Natal do jeito direitinho, tudo em inglês, jingle bells, gente, por favor, né? Vamos entrar lá no Cambly, vamos procurar um professor nativo e falar, me ensina! Eu tenho certeza que em 15 minutos você consegue descobrir e aprender todas as músicas de Natal. Eu tô aqui dando mais um motivo para você entrar no Cambly.com ou no aplicativo do Cambly, baixar tudo direitinho, botar seu e-mail, não precisa colocar cartão de crédito nem nada, e vai lá em minutos grátis e coloca o nosso cupom maravilhoso Inglês de Necru Podcast. Dessa forma você vai poder aprender todas as músicas de Natal em inglês, vai poder depois cantar para a família inteira em inglês e mostrar para o que veio nesse mundo, não é não? Então tá bom, já dei meu recado. Agora, now, on with the show!
Hello. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. My name is Foster. I am your English teacher, and as always, I'm here with
Alexia. Hello, everyone.
Hey Alexia, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I am doing wonderfully. Cannot complain. So this week on the show, we have been talking about Washington, D.C., a little bit about the history, American history, probably with some grossly incorrect information. And our experience there.
Yes, and today I would like to talk about two things.
Okay.
The first thing would be the International Spy Museum.
Okay, I have a feeling that will be an entire episode. What's the other thing?
The other is about Georgetown.
Okay. Do you want to start with Georgetown? And then maybe we'll do an entire episode about the Spy Museum. Because I know you get a little crazy with that.
It's not only spy museums, International Spy Museum.
Okay, so before we talk about the International Spy Museum, can we one more time work on your pronunciation of the word museum?
Museum.
Yeah, so two important things. First, in the first sound, you want to say mew.
Mew.
Right? And then close your mouth with the final M at the end.
I just like the brand Mew Mew. Museum. Okay.
Perfect. Museum.
Museum.
Excellent. Okay, so Georgetown. Where do you want to start? What do you want to talk about Georgetown? It was awesome. I had a great time there. How do you want to do this?
So I think that first of all, we should say that we weren't expecting that much about Georgetown.
Yeah, we didn't have super high expectations. So just to clarify a bit, Georgetown is kind of like its own city, but it's really just a neighborhood in Washington, D.C. But each neighborhood in Washington, D.C. is quite different. So I think technically it is Washington, D.C., but it almost feels like a completely different city.
It was a completely different city. And the first thing that I told you is that at Main Street, it looked a lot like Oxford or any other small British town.
Yeah, so Oxford, you were referring to Oxford, England?
Yeah.
So kind of small colonial houses, no really big buildings.
Which makes sense, right? Because I think that Georgetown was one of the first places to be built in the United States.
Yeah, I believe it is one of the first cities in the U.S., if I'm not mistaken. Georgetown comes from King George II. And yeah, tell me about it. What did you like? What did we do there?
First of all, I loved the Uber driver that took us there. He was
Lloyd.
Yeah, he was amazing, and he gave us a precious tip about the cupcakes.
Yes.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that if it wasn't for him. We wouldn't. No.
We would not have done that.
Yeah, we wouldn't. Huh?
We would not have done that.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have done that.
We wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. So you're speaking in the conditional tense. So we would not have done that if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a really cool cupcake place in Georgetown. They have all of these crazy cupcakes. Delicious. We had to wait in line for a little bit, but definitely worth the wait.
Yes, and your aunt, Mia, was telling me that long time ago, there was a ATM machine with cupcakes that you could go there, put the money, and then the cupcake would come for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty crazy. I wonder why they don't do that anymore.
I don't know as well. So the main street is all about stores, but not like normal stores. They are the how do I say that? The most important stores from the brand, you know?
Yeah. I think what you want to say is perhaps like flagship stores.
Exactly.
So, for example, a flagship store would be exactly like you said, the most important store that they have, perhaps in a particular region, something like that.
Yeah. And all the stores were amazing, and all the different kinds of stores. For example, Amazon Books.
Mm-hmm. Can we try that one more time?
Amazon Books.
Okay, so 2 different words here. We have Amazon, the company, also the enormous river in Brazil.
Well, and forest.
Yes, so Amazon, the final vowel sound on Amazon.
Amazon.
Nice. And then books, this is what we call the other U sound here at Inglés no Cru. But at first I was hearing you say books, saying ooh. But this is a really deep sound from the back of your throat. So, books.
Books.
Perfect. So try it all together now.
Amazon Books.
Much better.
Which was our first Amazon store ever, right?
Yeah. If you do not count Whole Foods, which is now owned by Amazon, as is pretty much everything in the world.
It was amazing. And then we walked to the University of Georgetown.
Yeah, Georgetown University.
Yes, and it was one of the most beautiful buildings that I've ever seen in my life. It was amazing.
Yeah, I would say one of the most beautiful campuses, perhaps, because it is composed of many different buildings, right?
Okay, campuses.
Yeah, but it's got that really cool kind of Gothic architecture style. It reminds me a lot of my own university. And yeah, it's really cool. It was beautiful. We got to walk around, meet some students.
We took pictures of them.
Yeah, they asked us if we could take a picture. It was not just us stalking people. Yeah, but that was fantastic. And when Alexia says that it is a really good place for shopping, it's like the best place I've ever seen. I'm not a big fan of shopping, and this was really, really cool.
Really cool. Even Foster was like, let's go there. Let's go to this store and this store, because it was very inviting. And don't get me wrong, we didn't spend any money there, but it was cool to have this experience to go inside and see those flagships and like Moleskine.
So Brazilian. Moleskine. Yeah, the journals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moleskine store and Reformation store, J. Crew, Anthropology and Company store.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of mad I did not buy a journal at the Moleskine place.
That's fine. You have a lot of them.
Yeah, that's true.
And the kittens.
Oh, yeah. So before we talk about the kittens, just one word about the stores. They kind of look like small stores. And then when you walk inside of them, there's at least like 3 or 4 different stories. So these are enormous stores, like surprisingly large. It's really cool.
Yeah, and everything was with Christmas decorations.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so pretty. All the streets and all the stores and everything about it.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about the kitten bar?
Yeah. You want me to talk about it?
Sure.
Okay. So we were walking down the street, and then Foster was telling me a story about something that I can't remember. And then I saw
Surprise.
a sign like, kittens, come and play. I know that you're going to correct me.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, I was going to mention the difference between a true T and a stop T.
Go ahead.
So if you really want to articulate and be really clear, you can say kittens, the way that Alexia is pronouncing this word. But most of the time, if I'm speaking just in a normal conversational way, I will say kittens. So the only difference between a stop T and a true T is with a stop T, I am not aspirating. Do you know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
You're not putting your air through your mouth.
Yeah, that's one way to say it. So when I am saying a true T, I say kittens with the t sound. And with the stop T, I don't make the t sound. So sometimes I say kittens. Most of the time, I say kittens.
Okay.
So tongue position, everything is the same. I'm just not aspirating, making that extra t. Okay, sorry. Go on. Talk about the cats.
But it was really early, and then we went there just to see what was going on. And there were like 10 kittens, or I don't know how many.
Yeah, there are a lot.
That you could go inside, pay, and play with them. That's the main point. But it's not like a bar or a coffee shop that has these kittens and they decided to do that. No, they are all rescued cats.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's
yes,
cool.
And all the money goes to this adoption center or this rescue center.
The money goes directly to the kittens.
Yeah.
All the kittens are getting rich.
Exactly. So you are paying to help them, which I think is the greatest idea ever. We didn't do it. It was really, really late because we decided to walk and explore and then come back to the kittens. But everyone that we looked that it was inside, they were extremely happy.
Yeah, everyone that we saw inside. Yeah, it was really cool. And in general, would you say if you're visiting DC, is Georgetown a place that you must visit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You had to go having in mind.
I would say keeping in mind.
Keeping in mind that it's not big. There is not much to do besides visiting the campus and going on Main Street, but there are a lot of restaurants, good restaurants, and the waterfront as well.
Yeah, it's just a great place to walk around, spend the day. And I think most people visit Washington, D.C., and there's so many historical things to see, so many important tourist attractions that a lot of people probably forget about Georgetown. And it's definitely worth the visit.
Yes, it is. So,
cool.
Next episode, the International Spy Museum.
Alexia loves being a spy, but she's going to suffer a little bit with word museum.
Can't wait for that.
We will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye. Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do nosso Inglês de Necro Rádio. Como sempre, vou pedir para você deixar sua review, deixar o seu e-mail no nosso site inglêsdenecru.com, ficar de olho nas novidades que a gente sempre manda, nossos recursos grátis, enfim, todas as novidades que a gente puder, a gente vai estar compartilhando com vocês, principalmente por e-mail. Então, é isso. Eu quis aqui dar esse recado. Como sempre, obrigada pelo suporte e a gente se vê no próximo episódio, tá bom? Bye!